computer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us today for our discussion. My name is Tony, and today you are at the right place at the right time, and we are going to talk about taxes. There has been so many taxes that we file every year that sometimes we do it wrongly, and every time there's new changes that come that we don't really know because of our busy schedules and all that. So we just go to people, those who file it, and if you don't go to the right person, later they bring a letter IRS from IRS and becomes another issue. So we are here to ask questions and get things cleared before we start. It's the right time for us to get this information before we start. And we have three resource personnel. They're all Ghanaians and they are in the Ghana community who also do tax and they've been doing it for so well. They are going to introduce themselves so that you know who's talking and how to get their information if you want to use them for your tax. So as we're about to start, it's 6:07, and you're also welcome once again. And you can speak Cree, whichever is good for you. They all understand, and we can make things clear for everyone. So let's start with first, the resource person, one of them can start. Whoever wants to start can give a brief description of their job and where they can be located and anything they want to, any presentation they want to add to our conversation. So the ball is set rolling and anybody can start among the resource persons. So if you're a participant, just keep quiet and listen. After that, you can bring your questions and they will answer them for you.
All right, I can start.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Teo. Yeah.
All right, my name is Kofi Ataopon. I am IRS enrolled agent, which is equivalent to CPA or tax attorney. I've been a tax professional for 23 good years, preparing taxes, representing taxpayers before the Internal Revenue, audit support, starting new business, corporate tax. I'm also a tax instructor. I train people who wants to get into the tax business either by practicing or trying to maybe join an organization or institution that deals with taxes. Um, I'm here today, as the host said earlier, for us to talk about taxes. Yeah, taxes can be here and there, and there's so many informations out there nowadays. And when you go to the social media, everybody is an expert. They just want attention. So people will be saying the little information they get, they take it out there and start blowing it. So today we want to make sure that we get the correct information. I mean, today became possible because Frank, Manfo is my good friend. As we all know, he's a community guy. He always gonna make sure that, Ghanaians, we stay together and we help each other. So he talked to me about making today possible so that we can all meet, talk, learn, and go home with something so that we can avoid those IRS letters coming into our mails and get a good refund. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Opon. Thank you for doing this for over 2 decades. It's not easy, and I know you've been doing a good job for keeping us the community informed and everything. Thank you so much. Yeah. So the next resource person, either Mr. Theo
Okay,
or
let me
Mr.
go.
Francis.
So my name is Francis Ison.
Okay.
I've also been in the corporate arena for a little over 20 years. I've been doing taxes on the side and doing corporate accounting and finance. So I have both. I have a master's degree in finance and another master's degree in accounting. And I also have recently I got the enrolled agent designation. So I've been helping people, like I said, on the side, doing their taxes. So I'm all here to help the community to ensure that, you file your taxes as smoothly as possible. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Francis, and for your knowledge and your input. And Mr. Theo, I think you are the last one, so yeah, say something.
Yeah, thank you, Tony and Mr. Marfo and all the great people in our community who put this program together for us to be here to be informed and also educated as to taxes to avoid the mistake that my colleagues earlier on mentioned. Again, my name is Theodore Kwamla. I live in the Mansfield area here in the community. I'm also from Ghana. And um, yes, I'm privileged to be here with my own instructor, Kofi Opong, great guy. As he said, he trains a lot of people as to helping them to empower them, and he does a good job. So I'm happy to be here with you all. Yes, I help people with individual and business taxes, those who have 1099s and would like to take advantage of the small business deductions that they can get on their taxes. I'm able to assist them with that. Any help you may need with your taxes, especially if you own a small business and you are wondering what exactly to take advantage of in terms of deductions that you qualify for. We can give you great insight into what you can legitimately deduct this tax year. And I'm here to also contribute to the panel discussion, the new changes that has been made on the 2025 tax year by virtue of the one big beautiful bill and its changes. I'll be happy to point out some of those that you would like to take advantage of as well, and answer any questions along those lines with the panel here. So great evening for learning, and we are excited and looking forward to the discussions and the questions.
Good, Mr. Teo. Thank you so much for your time. God bless you for all the resource people who are here, are Ghanaians, and helping us to get the best of the task that we can get. Yeah. And if you're a participant and you just join us, you are the right time at the right place. You are talking about taxes. That's the most important thing right now. And we're here for 1 hour 30 minutes. So if there are so many things that we might need to cover, but because of the time, and we might not be able to answer all your questions. So they will put their numbers, their contact, their informations out there for you, so that when you need them, you can call them for extra classes, so that they can help you out, get more of. And before anybody come in, unless somebody has a question, the participant. So they are here to answer. I'll ask my question. Yeah. Why should we come to why should you go to somebody like Mr. Teo, Mr. Francis, Mr. Pong for us to get our taxes? Is it advisable for us to do? Sometimes some people will say, "Oh, I want to do myself as they do on table tax. Oh, I don't want any trouble. I don't want anything. You just do on your own." Is it good? Which is which? Doing it by your own, or seeing a professional, somebody like you guys who are able to help them get it? Is it that we want to get more, or we just want to prevent IRS letter or anything? Which one do you think is good?
All right, I'll come in here. So in contemporary world, when I say today, in the AI age, the world we live in today is about professionalism. Some back in the days, people used to learn trade. Even professions like law, medicine, all these professions, you follow somebody for some time and you could go. But today, with advancements in tools, we go through training. Just like you go to hospital, you want to talk to a nurse or a doctor. You don't want to talk to anybody else. It's the same way with the tax world. I mean, as my other Ghanaian brothers were speaking, you can tell that they have been trained. They have some academics, and not only that, they have practical and professional knowledge in what they do. And that makes a huge difference. I mean, when we go back home, we can all admit that things there doesn't look like here. Because back home, if I want to build my house, My friend recommend the mason who learned the mason job maybe 5 years following someone, and he's a good guy, and he knows how to lay the blocks, and then he's my pick, and he built my house. And then the next time I know somebody says, oh, your last house, there's issues here, this place, there's crack. But here, if you don't have proper training, nobody's gonna talk to you. That's why you see here, things are properly lined up, things are structured, because training people, there's a huge value in it. It's based on previous errors, so coming to people like us help avoid problems, IRS audit issues, because the software that you are selling by, that some of these taxpayers said by and said, oh, I can do my own taxes. The software is a tool. It's not a professional.
Yeah.
You can use it to anyhow you want. The system will take it. The software, if some of you know, if you are, let's say you're filing taxes and you say, hey, I'm a doctor, it will take it. You type it in. You have it, whatever you plug in is going to take it. But there are rules governing everything you're doing. And that's what makes the difference. So coming to people like us, you spend enormous time, no retraining, but getting our hands on a daily update information will help you find the correct deductions, maximize your refund, and avoid problems. That's what I can say.
Let me also, I'll try and mix it with, our local language a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
So you see, like Mr. Kofi said, the tax software is a tool. Just like a hammer. We know if you have a hammer and you have a nail, you have to,
Hit it.
Yeah. But which type of nail do you have to use? Do you have to use a 6-inch nail or a 1/2-inch nail? That is where the training Mr. Kofi talked about is very vital. In addition to all that Mr. Kofi said, if you use TurboTax or any of the other softwares, it will get to a point that it will ask you that if you want peace of mind, you have to pay for, some audit, and because you don't have the knowledge, whatever you are paying for, you don't know. But if you come to a professional, the person is going to educate you, whatever information you give to the person will tell you, hey, this is the rule. This is the law governing. Do you have documentation to support what you are? So it will be a forum that you have your peace of mind. You'll be confident that whatever information you are giving is right. And so you will not have any nightmare that the Uncle Sam will come and chase you. Kakra na meka ne sɛ, woka sɛ wankasa wobɛfa wobɛkɔ software no wankasa wakɔyɛ a, sɛ wonni training no anyone bi wɔ hɔ a wonhu, because software no deɛ wode bɛgu mu no ɛna ɔno bɛyɛ adwuma. Na wonhu sɛ deɛ wayɛ ɛyɛ papa ana ɛnyɛ papa. Nti wokɔhu professional a ɔbɛma wasom adwo na wada din medam ase.
Good. Yeah, that's it. Mr. Francis. Mr. Theodore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very true, and I agree with what my colleagues have clearly explained. So, preparing taxes is just not, as Mr. Kofi will tell you, it's just not only about putting in numbers in the software. There's more to it than that. Anybody can stand up, get some kind of software out there and throw in numbers here and there, and the software will manipulate it and calculate it and give you some kind of result. And you will call it my tax prepared for that year. Yeah. Fine, you will submit it, IRS will review it. If you're fortunate, it may come out without problems. If you're not fortunate, it will come with what problems, and you have to what? Face it. Yeah. Preparing taxes is one thing, but having a tax strategist to help you is a different thing. it will be better you work with somebody who can help you strategize how you can avoid all these problems and also how you can maximize your returns. So it's like somebody holding your hand from January to December and walking you through what you need to do in order to what? Maximize your tax returns. So you don't just have to wait in December, then you start looking for a tax preparer. It's bigger than that.
Yeah.
You want to work with a tax strategist who knows the ins and outs of the landscape, who knows what is new, what has changed. Yes, every year the new regulations and laws call for adjustments to be made to even the tax softwares. So you cannot use what happened last year, 2024 tax season for the 2025 tax year. There are new changes that we'll be talking about tonight by virtue of the one big beautiful bill that if you are not aware and you do things as in the old days, it will not work out for you. So you need a tax strategist, not just a tax preparer. Anyone out there, even with a high school or even without high school, can even prepare tax, but that is not going to cut it eventually. You want a tax strategist who knows the ins and outs to help you maximize your returns and get you out of trouble. The experts are here to help you, guide you, advise you, and tell you do it this way, do it that way, and you can trust that they will help you because they have your interests at heart.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that's Mr. Tio. Yebeba Trump, the beautiful bill, no, tax bill, no. You know, say some few changes be this year, no. The more can be our case, you button bed, the pa, ya sass, and only a dime, bit messy or Ghana, you know. Yebeba new update na. I was no my specific social media, alcohol, and Yama Mokano. Literally, you know, we come in Rua Unya, Sanya man, you know, but before, no. Meaning say tax na started from W4 no answer say me pese me nya bia na say o de say me answer me say me employer no ote me at the right amount no say me nya W2 na then na me hwe wo so no me say we dey ate me kama me nya bi we dey adwuma no o man ti me yi before answer na wako file kra no aboka no na answer na wa cross check with your job no say na unya hu say we dey o man ti me yi and o man ti me yi.
Mr. Kofi, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, you
Okay.
are familiar.
So, Tony, in the first place, and so we train us out of W2 form, and some could be some question.
Okay.
Said yeah, Mr. Aitio Kano earlier, you need to be ahead of the game. Inti we started say yeah, Jumanwa. Say okay, the correct form, which is W4, because W4 no so near repetitive taxes no. Now you be the only or forward no the W2 na bro. Nti W4 no we start here adwuma na wo be fele kura no nima. Ese say wo frɛ o tax guy a wotimi ne di ho nkomo. Na unya nimdeɛ sɛ bi say okay memfa me mba nya because ebusabisa questions bebre wa ware or madodo sene normal. Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not, because the problem with W4 is said you judge based on that job on because on not binding him says see and we hear juma waha or sounds here part-time or baby wa ware kura ukunu si ye juma omunim tini e fa letters I feel I feel ye be kan nyina bom ti bi o a e bi kura na ya wo nko a na wo hwe abusua no ọbaatan ọma mmienu na papa no so ofie enti no ebia no okay seze me kokoye no ma ware na me de me ma na ne bi papa no nyina kogu so a ebetete ye ente me kora na bia ebeti me too much me nya sika kese na me ho be kire me na afi me ntimi tua me bills enti no enya simple answer, but the whole thing is say who ya W4 na try say ubenye obi o say nim de na ka nya san so pra no a unya o first paycheck na homom na obehwe se yetete o tax ni yie na de etew no afini bedrum because eno no time weekly na etew na add up no na be kwa wie W2 form no enti onimu ni mu ana no start ho abusa sa question ya obisa yi na obi a wo hu nim de na aka na I yansama dana
Okay,
Okay.
good. Yeah, that's it.
Sɛdeɛ bra Kofi kaeɛ no ɔhu sɛ tax laws na ɛsesa ebi na Trump baeɛ no wabɛsesa nneɛma ɔho nka no na nka yɛwɔ personal exemptions nti wowɔ wo mma no nkeka ho a ɛboa wo wabɛsesa nneɛma nti ama sesia no like he's saying sɛ wonya wo first paycheck na even wo W4 no koraa woyɛ mistake wɔ so a when you talk to somebody they can help you, make sure that you have the right tax being deducted so that at the end of the day, Uncle Sam dear, won't tia kɛse a ɔbɛma otua interest ne fees. Wotua kɛse a na ɔbrɛ refund. Nti saa nneɛma no ɛboa if you are able to do it from the beginning to the end. W2 ni by the time I was abɛka no ɛte sɛ yɛaka sɛ kɔdɔ efuo na wɔambisa sɛ efuo yi ne kɛseɛ te sɛn na wofa aseka no ano asate sɛ wodɔ wobɛkɔ baabi wohu sɛ ade sɛ 100 acre ɔho na wohu deɛ woyɛ wo ho nti we started from the beginning you get a good strategy, you get a good input as to how your deductions or your tax should be.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mr. Francis. To everyone, those who joined lately, we're still talking about the taxes. You can use, if you have any questions or anything, or you want to raise your hands and ask questions, you can put in the chat or raise your hand by using the reaction button, the laugh sign on your phone, so that you know that you have a question to say. Like you raise up your hand, then we call you to ask questions. Correct. Kwame, me who question to me ready ama said the be fast, said the bit me adwen ho no different question about. I said Kwame said, how does the interest on loan deduction works? I think say or can about the Trump beautiful bill no ho asem nti no. Say obi person we can echeche mu kakra says you know okoto car interest na ɛwɔ so no ɔmutumi calculate ma wotumi de ɛfaale tax no ɛno ɛho ansa na mbɛso ano me finding out na ɔmutumi sɛ a brand new car from the dealership but agya mpanimfoɔ wɔ ha nti deɛ memfa ma mo na de menye din nti deɛ mo miɛnkɔ.
And like you are saying, for cars are final assembly, or US. And it's supposed to be a new car. And your used car, used car, you don't qualify. And I think the maximum is about $10,000. And you have to, there are some specifications I will say, we check is a more decoder, VIN decoder be a go to me website. Tony, now what they are to my platform also. Yeah, okay. But the vehicle should have a weight of about 14,000 pounds, and it's supposed to be one car. Yes, a car would be juma. Once you meet those specifications, then you can. And I'm saying the loan should have been inception or also the loan after the December 31st, 2024. That means it should be within 2025 thereabout. If I left anything out.
Okay, remember Mkakra. Nti I'm say wakami the am count on the addition. Car no said you can say a car moon. Anna and your car be an qualify. They said the whole idea no sa tax and no na I'm going to be touched into normal day babe rural taxing. A ban per se American cars no ye no hana it me create jobs so now you know as I say car no normally assemble no ha and I say was made here. Two no to know so car be qualify no and yet the VIN number no a one your tax software no kura no you use a or baby or our click here a link you to site be now the VIN akoshim what the VIN shim na can qualify the control but said the opinion can say a car mon and a two no second no so no loan no last year. Into interest na ɛbɛba ho no ɛnyɛ monthly payment mesrɛ na nkɔka sɛ o abosome biara no metua ɔmo 500 ntimi no ɛyɛ interest a ɛbaa ho no wotua no ɛno na wobɛtumi ɛde akɔ deductible tax what that means ɛbɛtumi ama tax a bɛtua na ɛbɛte so anaa ɛbɛslow no then ɛbɛma ho ahenha wo kakra ɛwɔ tax a bɛtua no mu nti na deɛ mede bɛka ho.
Good. Yeah, that's it. I'm say Kwame so what say I say my so my thumbs up ho. Doris Gisa or so say can I claim the cost of transportation which is often cost of flight to and from her university, cost of campus, meals and her upkeeps while on college. Yeah, I'm say opeso who so betimi agye say sika we nyina was this commitment ne movement a why nyina e won na yi so a say the first na ye call Walmart as your receipt no auto ade a no we keep eja for letters and no still egu so beautiful bill no ho asem no ana say and it doesn't hold anymore.
So Uncle Sam, well, this is how we should look at Uncle Sam. Oh, there's nothing like free lunch, so far as Uncle Sam is concerned. I mean, inti say I don't know who yeah, Ebama, how do I put it? If it's an income generating activity, Obama will find what did that as the cost of doing business. Well, I said, well, far playing, would you go school? I know you are not generating any income. It won't mean deduct it and not. Oh, for you tax, who could be on or catch also bet me at deduct. At the end of the day, you'll be in trouble. More say school fees are over towards education and certain books. Random who can say over to me at the tier movie now. Maybe I'll bet that will rent, I'll bet you need to nobody there. I know there won't to me, yeah, they are going to me. So far as the income generating the so top on it. That's how I put it.
Okay. Something Auntie Doris, what else? Okay, I'm saying the big count.
Yeah, just a little addition to what my brother said. It's a very good question. In this country, we've come to learn, even the hard way, that what the elites are doing to be ahead, the middle class, we are not doing. We shy away from doing it. What the elites are taking advantage of, we think is an abomination. We shy away from it. We don't do it. What am I talking about? Ownership, business ownership. Before you can comfortably do deductions of this nature, taking airplane, your air ticket, transportation, the gas you buy into your car all year round, you cannot deduct it if you are on a W-2. Clocking in, clocking out, working for a company, working for a hospital, working for somebody, there's no provision for you to deduct these on your income taxes. No, you cannot. Your employer, yes, has the room to deduct these because legally he's allowed to on you, using you to do those deductions. If you also want to enjoy those deductions, then please think of ownership. What can I also own in this country so that I can also enjoy these free deductions because I own a business? So if you don't own any business, if you're just a W-2 worker, clocking in and clocking out, please forget about it. Don't risk it. You're putting yourself into trouble. But the day you become a business owner, registered, legally owned, and you have your correct EIN, well established, and if you need help with all those things, the experts are here to help you, guide you. That way you can understand that yes, there's a different America for those who are owners, and there's another America for those who shy away from being owners. So that is what I want to add to it. And about the new car changes that has been made, the interest on the loan that you take. Yes, this is a new arrangement that has been rolled out. It's just for an initial 3 years. It starts in 2025 to 2028, and it will be over, hopefully, or who knows. Time will tell. And as my brother said, you can deduct up to just a maximum of $10,000 in connection with those new cars under the new bill arrangement.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to
Okay.
make educational quick. Then we
Okay.
number one,
Good.
school. Who goes school? I say a cow be born school when you know. As I say, a requirement here. A deco school. School know how you get there and how you don't know the school no need don't and your requirement. Until say if you're required to pay a certain amount to be in the school and a deductible. Now schools and also your malform be a friend 1098. No summarize wo sika a wobɔ no school nti wokɔ school sei na wɔ college no bɔ mmɔdena sɛ ɛbɛ yɛ no wobɛkɔ school platform so saa adeɛ no so no ɛboa because ɛno yɛ credit nti ne credit no so yɛ sharp you can deduct first 4 years of college and it's up to 4,000 and you can get 2,500 back which will match your taxes as a matter of 1,000 prior roundable credit which means a bit me about bottom TV one year you ma one year free cry now go school now class from now the file tax now expenses you know I am more than 4,000 with the first 4 years of college which is post-secondary now bit me 1,000 crack cash you know follow that form no cry no educational career when it money when the maximum said they can say first 4 years are up to 4,000 for first 4 years of college and after 4 years and there will be lifetime credit and it whenever and you can deduct up to 10,000 but the bottom line is that sometimes no information our forms so no crown bit me more maximize deduction now additional because it may be and yeah sikano bebre no na chere say bi a mekɔbɔ ka 20,000 ɛkyɛ sɛ wobɛnya sika bebree yɛwɔ ne peak bi a woduru asa nti no if you're in college always make sure you look for that form when it starts time so that you don't miss the educational credit but again the now proportion is more of personal things rather than educational related. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Mr. Opon. Yeah, the person they can yeah, okay, car na asem na Mr. Research am here. Me say auto brand new car na. Omo forms from the bema already no. Obe fill it the no. O file a bit me issue form. When you have form na men ko bu trimu emfa nka hwe because all the count for later no. Obe disika no so no. Obe fia ba later no. And I'm standard deduction.
Leadership no this form so be ma wo. I'm say the loan originator no.
Mhm.
Omo be ma wo.
Produce the right form
right
so. Okay, good. Yeah.
And
And about Mr. Tio LLC now okay yeah na for say only a business now trying to get those deduction no. If you are ton so bolo why no come why register free oko tax court office so say $30 LLC no now they are shame free no nya no and no say bitimi aboa why only your own business and you say bia business kakraka bia na bibia oton kenke oye kenke ton why register e court office why GBB say why na oye sa na man kitenkete no at least say and also eboa ana meboa
There's a caution here.
Okay.
Yes, any form of small business will allow you to benefit from the allowable deductions that are there per IRS guidelines. Yes, you can get those deductions, but the caution I'm talking about is what is your motive for opening a business? Do you really intend to be a business person or an owner, or do you just want to open it because you want to take advantage of the deductions because you open a business for 2 years, 3 years, and then you throw the business away because you are done using it for your tax purposes? People open those kind of businesses for certain reasons, personal reasons, best known to them. That is not what we are preaching here. what we are trying to draw attention to is what is working for the elite in society in this country that have the opportunity to really benefit from the system legally versus what the average person, the middle class, is doing or not even doing. Yes, we hear of stories, people open those they go to the courthouse, sign those small business, party supply business, a kenke seller business, sobolo seller business, and then they operate it for 1 year, 2 years, and use it for tax purposes, and then you never hear about those businesses ever again. The sobolo has disappeared. They no longer produce sobolo. And that's not what we are talking about. Real ownership, and that has value, that will not put you into trouble. Legitimately, you can deduct those kind of allowable deductions on your business taxes, and then you smile.
Let me also add a little. Maybe this is on the cautionary aspect of it. So Uncle Sam technically has 3 years to audit each individual's tax. 3 years. But if they suspect any criminality, changes the years. So like he's saying, if the purpose for which we are setting up that business, if you are not careful, you might think, oh, for 1, 2, 3 years, I'm done. And so Uncle Sam can, write to you and say, hey, bring your documentation, all your income, your expenses, we are auditing you. You can't say the business is closed. And so we need to be a little careful and make sure that whatever we are doing it in the right way. Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Thank you, Mr. Francis. And I don't anybody has something to say. Ubia will be your person can you unyane sada because 3 strong Ghanaian are knowledgeable about tax, unyane sa we consultation went to Accra at least 200 250 they can be where they free just at your home, just bring your questions, ask them and get the best out. I'm say oh me yanka na I too late. But bibi na personal the number no to you can call them and they'll help you out. And Mr. Francis will be better.
Yeah, where general is just on the new beautiful
bill. No, okay. Bill. Yeah.
Some of the persons are men before bisa men and person
that's fine.
No tax on tips. And now over time, it be movie something and we made them who man from you over time. Especially with overtime, so who one recorded all the overtime. Who shall last pay statement? They summarize everything. Number of hours, total wages. Once a normal overtime, so I account na show. Inti say who second W2 now call mobile tax. No apple wo last pay statement na account. Not just say no go to me over time away. Not just say we claim that deduction amount.
Okay. Then over time, say other aspects of child tax credit, Yeah, I'm say yeah, Karima, Mr. Francis answer we na ye be also tax in so child tax credit, Since how do you tell that year and previous years sanity and additions, Uncle Sam assistant.
Oh, I'm saying Kosru Kakra. I think it went up to 2,200.
Okay.
Right. I mean, some of the panelists can correct me. I think it went up to 2,200 or so.
It used to be 2,000 and already $200. And it's now 2,200 for every child below 17 years by the end of the tax year.
Okay.
And it be a refundable, being senior refundable split is based on income name and one number, but obviously Most people do qualify, or your income be also hit and son and failure, but the income threshold is so high, but it's 2,200 per child who is below 17 years at the end of the tax year.
Good. Yeah. Now say it doesn't matter, baby. And I say you see two parents and bit me their file. You see the tuya the baby oteno or no bit me their file and say be a fancy or no option be an on any mamma tia. Ne mamma and then we file and you wa utia and the yet and yes and it.
So tax, the first place, Accra is all America on US soil. And you have to live with a child for more than 6 months of the year. You can say.
Because me clarify no kakra because obu are not in the back of Ghana. None social ni bibi ha. But every year be another tile or the fax or the file. No.
So embramuno camera man point.
Okay.
So tiamba.
Okay.
But the thing about IRS say, we say we are can be all no crowd. They can't file a crown and son of the neco. Until the crown, the information has been established in the IRS database. Until once that information is established, in most cases, relationship will be a daughter, son. So your bear macro be a crown last name. Once those things are established, IRS is not that inquisitive. Every child, until and for get away with it. But embrano de kema kwansa.
Okay.
Now back to the explanation with the child. Question, but say I'm not sure. So we'll talk about more multi-boom, and now we will be at baby no more shame crown. Until you multi-boom, we will advance will be at baby. And yes, the first requirement in any power near cranity. And the tax, say, Obama bear mati. Now, a cranity a janho. Now, Obama a medical doctor will make it 400,000 a year. Now, crown or papa no said the Uba now, it may be into an case, papa no. Tax no they say papa no spending more money, cratching who says he can until you be three on in a good doing my dear crown one or no now or more right over that situation. See, only a step number one. But a canvas say be a multi the same if you be one address. Now, more worry. Na se akra no mumienu we adwuma na mohwe ne bom na afinu duru na achimye koba a holiday de ono no ni sika dɔɔso no oje mo income ono no wotumi so okre mu akra
sanity. Okay, good. Yeah, that's it, Mr. Francis. I'm say Karima or the Bakubia between was say what is the new salt tax? Name say new beautiful bill ni bia na amati bisa there jamuna mo knowledgeable. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope so. I'm not talking to maybe but short or no. Ne acronym. The full meaning is state and local tax.
Okay.
S stand for state. A for and then L local and then tax. So what that means, Mr. Tax, your normal being a cost. You file a tax. Which mean for standard deduction. Standard deduction means it's a buying one tenacity. Congress name penyophobia will say. Sabi, ye de buy a casem cry, yes, ye de nam de ye now. And you so be a sorry, I know in this cash, but it's over top of Tragunican, or requirement you spend money. If you are about translation, we say, based on the expenses and activities, a cost. Sabi, say, would you be out the 50,000, but if you say 50,000 in a time, 20% are near the above pine, there be, as you see a decam or break be, a friend is standard. Into standard deduction, this year I think 15,750. We ahead of a BI different. Now, sometime I haven't been itemize it. Until 15,000 means you be the can't say scan if you see can until the other candidate tax I got so. But a be also a be no mortgage, no tree mortgage interest. A be car loan, yeah. Interest na kan na no ho e bia entino ya ba keka sa deductions ni be sisi ani no na no akodo so a standard deduction no
so na no say akola 2,000 oh so
Nti ayi standard deduction do amount na watamize do so no na kyerɛ eno abetwa standard na de ato amount no nti dem fa say no ukokeka ayi property tax property interest car loan na wato no mo na state and local no taxes de yeni state income tax. State be almost state income tax. And a state was from some local taxes to say be cry New York or county be crowd test and chia. The young budget say state in the local taxes are be chiano. Say did before now bet me deduct up to bear was it about 10,000 of that until the advance property tax cry 12,000 10,000 benefit count. Into sort on what damn state and local tax and you are lifting every 10,000 they call 40,000. In other words, they say property tax the 15,000. Nebia local tax, ebia taxes ebia state be a tax. And so until says you can back can bomb no not just a trust standard nama tax never to no income national back to be. Into sort no it means it's a first 10,000 threshold no. Gabon or might be able to call 40,000. It is all state and local income tax. So bet me out writing baby on the amateur naturally can swam. Said yeah, one of the obetry tax or income. No, as you deduct, you can deduct past the 10,000 and the ceiling is 40,000 so that you can slow down your taxable income.
The only additional you say okay 40,000. So we did actually do 40,000. I don't just go to me at 40,000. It is the exact amount of your deduction that you can take, but the bandwidth is up to 40,000.
Tony, I'm saying I don't know. Say okay. I'm saying.
Hello, Mpamucho. Me brothers, meet me be some question.
Oh, mommy, wait me a bit, sir.
Yami shramu, dear moyen, moya at the damasi papa. Yami shram. Me pamucho. Me question ye di kana mo kan se me mentesa me re befi. Nanu me hu se omo de abato se de neton bi se nkola ade no ni akola ade. But me senior citizen me ni me kunu. Na ebesi ehu me hu ni me enu wo adwumam. Hu se me hu no me YouTube WhatsApp na YouTube sam na me catch that say da ni ma hunu ni o ti me be fie me bisa ma ye ene no mu ka say okay ma ye hu sa bet ye nim me bam cho first question no me pese me hu say sa enkola na nkomo ma o mu 2000 say o mu a edi 200 aka hu ma sa true senior citizens no no kwese senior citizen ye benya bibi ena face me pam cho me question ba ko ni say me yonko am na me ne ye adwuma wa retire na retire afine so ani po be ne tax ma no o ka chensa wa boka 700 bi so 800 bi 600 and ofre me na me ka chen say in fact me de me tax ko en guy ne ka chen me say sa retirement we na say me manity me ma aban no etibia na me company no etibi tu ho me ye ne eno aboa me mom de ya anti me da no no afi bia ni po kofie koye ma no o charge o se aban eje no se sika no me be se me hu se me pam chewo no kre ananya because my year adwuma for let's say 20 years and I'm retire. It's not security, it's social security, it's a company job. It's a my year adwuma say my adwuma airport board or my adwuma Walmart na my adwuma for 20 years over 20 and American la near retire me retirement ni sika na ya sign a finish one na sa charge me eno no pam choment ya say papa na finish no me question ba ko so ne say ye wo te say wo koye wo tax na ye wo nipa na wo say wo ka ebo na obegye ne kyerɛw anasa wonua timitifa eti se matemedie but on ka amount no so enkyerɛw na akoye bibi ho esa esa wo akoma mu no enye wo de nipa no so trust no na ade na akoma no se onye ma wo nti no mepam cho me kunu so woni de me de ma no na mo ada wo ma papa no mo aboa ya me da facha
Yo, me don't say. I go fi.
Yeah.
Nyame nhyira mo pa. If say, say we are say adwuma obia wɔ n'adwuma. Yɛte aseɛ pa. Ɛna obia so te n'adwuma mbrɔfo. Yɛte aseɛ. Na question a me yɛ bisa yi. Na kwasɛm ni. Sɛ minim so obi bɛ de ne tax bro sɛ yɛma no a. Uwia wobɛtumi akyerɛ sɛ okay ebi ase na wobɛnya. Na di obɛnya no so no. Ɛno no ɛna wobɛte wo de afiri mu anaasɛ wobɛte wo de ansa na waka kyerɛ sɛ de obɛnya ni. The question back on. The reason why I may be saying say last year me tax obi na de me come tax preparer no or prepare. Anyway, me nim de o charge ye. Ɛna one kan kyerɛ the man ko kan say okay, enipa say no obinya. But at the end of the day no RS for sure me. Almost send him a letter. Say okay, refund a omo de bre me ni. Nti say edi some time next time sanka I should call them back. And I catch any panel. So on can check your prepare and say IRS for Abraham letter say this the fund they are giving me. And so this one man na pa home sanka. I'm sa from no almost almost send this kind of call your prepare an account. Nipa no frɛ your prepare and frɛ. One man answer up to now. Up to now. The ono che ya minim. Me the answer RS Ibrahim now mo the cotton accounts no so and so wafa. And two, my question ba to so bi oni say. Nyame adama mo prepare taxes no. One particular deduction mo te say mo prepare the pan tax. And I say obia ete the you need fixed amount ayeti obia ate the ope. Na ade ntinti na bebre nso omon kan de obenya so emfa nchiro. My question no.
Okay. Remember, I say many papa more how I your mo tax no.
Yeah.
Na adwuma bi in all professions, law, medicine, baby no. Sometimes be young crophobia omo ne ye wa adwuma no na ya ne monte. Because bibia no oh yeah, se se o ma no credit pefe. Se wo you obi adwuma a sika ebeba wo mani hu sika no pepepe. Abo a wo charge no wo dey two table so mani hu se abusua say na obenya na say na me so me charge o. Na ɛhɔ no saa na mudi dwa sɛde tete koraa wokukuro mu a wokɔyɛ yɛ Ghana oba adeɛ no wɔ hɔ bɛka no bo akyerɛw na mo aka mu wi ase no ayi sika no atua na nkɔ. Now you're talking about say a problem here tax repairers and the issue is our own professionalism, but me back and forth.
Okay.
Mame answer fee no question. Fee no what we do here no are services just like any other services. Say be uko butri, uko yede, uko fa carpenter ni, uko fa lawyer, uko services. Technically, from my practice and my experience and my knowledge, flat fee is a questionable thing because me need the workload. You know, say yeah, can say obi beba, oko tree Uber, or yeah, juma, or mortgage, or trade, or to a CD. Just the list keep going and going. Or ma, or say. Obi nso ba ne W2 baako pɛ oni ba oni yere ɔno nko anete ntumi mfa de ɔno nko ate oni ba ne bibia no sika amedie no emetoto obi a otwi mu ba oyɛ se wo business ebi kura wo business ɛne yɛmu bi o yɛ mpanifuo bi me binum doctors, binum kure, binum own properties, ebi kure be a be 8. It be a residential. And this I never win ultimate fancy flat foot here. And most questions start questioning me all the time. So what that's better, no flat fear. I'm not saying say it be our professional, but in most cases, you know, if you come to me categorizing, and yeah, if you make high school crana, students and I say I may quite in charge. I'm soon. Mean to mention because BBR comes with experience, time, levels of da. But the whole thing is a little bit confused because I do some categorizing say because maybe Rebecca say you simple taxpayers, maybe medium and complex. Into be a mom yes simple no. I could be or tell them chair W2 back could be a bit 100. Everyone so be a could tree you by an idea be everything. To bet me a segment no. But flat fee, yeah. In the professional world, no. Yeah, that's how things so pre. Now let's come to tax preparers. Tax business, no, and yeah, properly regulated. And obia bit my taxes. Soon your software now register no baby. No why I said that it's your more proper training. Yeah, me and say journey out here customer obia ya titi no tax in the
That's right.
Enti nye software nkwa no issue two no enti wo ko obi tax ho na mesrew hwe nipa no wode ne card kura na ma wa madam wo kra de minimo ma na watete om kan mo nyina akoko school mo yenim de om ye wuraba ne nkraba oh ai ajo ana kwaku hwe krachi ya me ye na yi wode ne card ma me send no tie onu so betimi ahwe bibi kura na two no wo de kwa as I say, or best on me 2000 or better charge, as so they come out signing form be a friend consent form. Just only me no agiatum. Says he can be crown or tea free account to ma. As I say, or send no paper. I will be saying your own say no tea free. And sana on to me fan pet now or yen your pebia. And I'm saying you know professional, but obviously your tax. Now, if you say you're unfairly treated and I see Kasembi Koye, nobody is immune to anything. On to me, your man, a quite faswa, ubet me, a force me panel, ama or dinu crediaba table. No, and then me two and grow for back, some cram tires animal, obu or in tax paper, or back consultation, our problem, the machine mum say, okay, we are tax nunya say, me to me come website running, it be reference status mu sa pa sika se na onya ebi kura transcript be ma menim de na maka so nya so se o da bi nipa na menya o ka chem se menya 2000 ba me na 5000 me say okay make me aye na me de na me no aka de o se me jema ye ho paper work na me de kwa RS and I be friend no nti RS so can force him to question how osie no kwa fa to titi se sika no ne saa no mo ne nyina na mra govern saa de ne nyina nti sabi obi ya wa de na ofiri se wanya proper treatment ya me accept ne say can fight but one problem ya na mo koye mo tax mo buy ho na mo kwa abonten ne se mpre bebre because say na make one hwe pan credential nti ebi kwa ko ye ne say wa na wo ye o tax.
Okay.
I know your friend is self-prepared into our online table tax act software be a Tony Amba. Oh, quick, Gloria, me no one in Ghana. And Matis your tax, no Adania man, or the Nijidi or call. Meso no mabobadi and Aguma, Mr. Tony Mario, Ubenya saying, especially while I'm one sign Bibiano, Hona question mark. Oh, Mr. Tony, Kofi, and Jinidi Bibia, but what you don't know is why I say one away, one. They say no some buy no uko fry RS ya nwana uko man una so batna computer on why wade enti no say ni pa no yem to emran ntumi nchekere no because if you are linking to computer kura obet maka say no follow ya is obet ma bi kura na o ya o hia mo na obo a kwan of asa no mani nyina say bo san is ka bi kura ma na eno nkyere say you know be no say this enti no one make sure say nipa na yatete no two kwan fa so ya no normal o kan sika sam kyerɛw normal bi amani hu ansa bibi na wo sign me don't just listen and walk away you know be on the lookout for some of these things
Yo.
especially mama fa when can me tax preparers na omudi kan mamo obi wa frɛ na o se o won kra se o su benya say and say a questionable because choosing a tax preparer no komokra on any bedi ni to me ma on science Yet you were in your instinct. Obu okra ni di nkoma. Ne ka same correct me a easy question. Obu akanya and I'm also mo amoye you know. Uko obi ona akoyo taxa. Me ube menya say no. And also no nipa boni ni no the oba ni say aka bibia wo ani beje mu. Oh, umaye say bi no ubenya say. Now, Sadia no ama a order so will come, but on a figure the small debate you know in 2 year because tax no obia ni one including minimum and mammy no 10 and say obey to me I tear one asem phone so I can't do be natural. Because documents now the ban information of it enter ni other factors need them Mumbai mienu who for 2 taxpayers jina hwa Mumbai mienu munyina wa munyina ye medicine so other factors in best son no maybe. Enti no obi a obekehye obo wo phone so obenya say bra saa no manoma ne nyina no so ya no ay careful kakra.
That is nature says I am fan co professional tax dia. Any nature wo mubu yenda. Why say me media dia bro menye men prepare tax na wotumi de share say me ana my mad. I didn't know wo so nipa ne bi yes ah. Send it nchire yemu.
Ma be so yes emra no
enye.
kosi mfa no hunni. Ubetimi ade akire ama emra no ye betwe na ba na sika bi e wo no. Ode wa de ama. Ense so yes but nipa money ni wo ba bia. Omo so kan abra bo no hu bi. Unfortunately no. Omo kan ya hu. Enye sa nko ye ka ban ko boka nko si jail.
No clue.
Yo, bravo for that's it. Me pa me cho. Me pa cho. Say yeah my retirement. My fan say social security. Scar. Ye tie wo adwuma mu no. The person be say ye wo adwuma mu no social security ayete no. Ye tax and sana. Ya je pay na my. The reason why maybe say so omonte ansa dia ene metiase na so omotiase omote tax ansa na ye de adwuma pay na ma dia ene na ede ntina say bread W2 a edu hon ma 0 mumfa bi ahye ho na je say wo de W2 no scan wo gin for the year no wo de call fare tax a
Ni ho.
fini ho a wo de fare but ya chiro say sika sei na etua ma wo eno no de ya tua ma wo na about social security mu no ah the cover tax no be sika ya tuama ho and ya prepare tax no se basa na over refund my government and say
I'm so obo me din tina. I think say you wanted to direct the question.
So need
I number 1 social security. Yente tax and yet taxable income and yet tax and the tax etoso.
okay
Nemo entina social security no wo file ya yento tax unless it's a wow per se yento tax.
okay
Your friend voluntarily wow ko se ko can't have a cento tax. Na the ama abano this option na to one say social security no we say tax no bibia ya de ato one adeɛ bi na ɛkɔfa bae social security ankasa no ka aban na kɔma mu a nka wo retire ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ adwuma because sɛ mo no mpanyinfoɔ na mo ani afiri sɛ mo da so agye social security nam san akɔyɛ adwuma a maburu na ɔmo nyini ba no ɔmo nso market no mo ayɛ busy ɔmo nyɛ adwuma no bi nyɛ nti they try sɛ yɛmpɛ sɛ mo gye social security na bɛkɔ akɔyɛ adwuma nti wobɛkɔ akɔyɛ adwuma deɛ a aban no de mmerɛ bi ato so sɛ wokɔ na wogye social security na sɛ ɔso bɛyɛ adwuma a woyɛ adwuma dum a certain amount a yɛde tax bɛto social security no so enti no sɛ wo se sika no nso di anaasɛ wote fie w'ani nka na abɛkɔ akɔyɛ adwuma a ɛneɛ w'adwene sɛ yɛde wo baabɛka tax toɔ no ho
awesome
now oyere ka asɛm bi wɔse wɔgye retirement this bi sɛm sɛ yɛtete no retirement account
Black of him, but your retirement ma retire. Every month be a yutuyameka for that my company. Not to say and yes, and yes,
but no social no the kind what the animatias. It say this emergency ma memfa 1 minute bi in one sha. Now, sir, I retirement don't forget we are so adwuma. Na abana until tax and not to ho ansana the car in a better tax. And it's our retirement in I do my way. Nasa who retire. Nasa who just says Sikana, and also whom Marabi Brio. And Marani say Sikana, ya dear mount, sa no swan, who bet me off a tax national butu. Nemo the tax no cordos and say, because you'll be more retirement. No, because you'll walk around a retirement crown. Or be a 200,000 and 300,000.
Yeah.
I no will be our retire crown, but soon it's a cow and what you'll be or
Yeah.
And you know with that much income, no, but soon be a dear mount. We need any responsibility, be only banner no ma. Bikura me sanka say social security income be ka ho a. Oh. Do worry tired yet. Nemo no crowd was catching Tony Crown or ya babuna and Nujan. It's Canada also, the tax better. So, retirement account and a day man. I know interest say, you do what is Canada, the Akushu Butum, and dependent on what Benya, any other factors around you. Yes.
Yamishra.
I don't ask if I
Yamishra. Tony, Yamishra.
Ma, you don't want to.
Amen.
Yeah. I'm say America na ade san a24. Mre na ekọ nkomo nso ayede. Esi ye 7.730 is about 712 ntino. Yo America kra o enim. Omo de omo contact na information betu dwa say uhia omo a. Anytime bia no obetimi afrom once omo timi aba ha say de on say omo hu twa a omo di no correct cause our platform we say wonko nkan a wontimi emba ha sa no azan bia ntino di no kwara no be di ni be kire so de church ama we ya we free nti wa questions no fabra personal ones no resource obi keep no kakra na wa from na one ma dele said de ka no eso no bia na ni income ne circumstance ne na yi ntino to save time to the everything enough questions ntino obi bia opeso o kan ana say o de ka ho ana question bia obi a betimi dia aba.
Yeah, Tony. Let me say na mama ni papa omu bisa sembi fa omu elderly tax credit no additional tax credit no. Let me say Barack Kofi address that. That please
63
cents a day to feed a hungry
it looks like some.
I mean the thing is no crown more I buy no standard deduction American standard deduction now buy no yes it can be only can the bamboo break and sign attraction.
These dogs are wasting away. They don't know when their next meal is going to be.
Please
make the difference.
Mute your phone.
Make the next minute count for an animal who's starving.
Rako video customer here na me mute.
Go online, call or scan right now. This is something
no one would have expected. iPhone you call a show on my 3 dotted line.
Okay.
Okay, we'll meet. Okay. So more retire no crown. More standard deduction no was so. The me patcher is a bino tax break and I say sika or person mutia tax on a banner and she be same more dear. Task a crabby na mubitria. But no and only a friend additional standard deduction. Intino so yeah babuna. Ebi asese no koye adwuma kra ban be ma 15,000 700 and something as a tax break I bet you free ma mo de no wo soro no betimi akwa ani mu kra mo ya ware ko se kra mo ye mo de bom na mo san ebi kra betimi 30,000 na mom no and you have an additional standard but ni nyina achi no sometimes no mo keka mo no ma bom a mo tutu o mo no ma ye ebi o wa obeji social security obeji retirement ebi kura na sika bi free baby ba ebi kura wo CD account obeki keka ni nyina bom wo ya dan ya na aban no baby a wa pega sinle na koduru no na watwam ho wunya twam ho nso nko ade a wo be tax ti yana na ya na ya nkrofo so ma retired and me tua tax am I retired and
yes a question Black of Yampacho, me a sort of dear brand car and say, senior citizen, no, send your man colani 2005. No, yes, you will be on the be my empacho.
Additional 6,000. That's what I was talking about. Oh, it was so say.
Oh, panyini boa, ɛno na wobɔ so no nti boa. Sɛ no deɛ
Yeah,
nyinaa.
yeah. I'm saying, what in fear 65 and above, the new big, beautiful, I'll say, additional 6,000 deduction. We to a TFA or Sika Winya as a Oma calculative tax. Now, so we are also there and 12,000. My individual, they are 65 and above, 6,000. So that black of it, Ebema, how kakra.
How?
Nti sɛ wɔ aban no wotua tax kɛse a ɛno bɛma wo tax no aba fam.
Matias, I mean, Shram.
But like we are saying, bibia Uncle Sam, Brakofi kan or the bibia say bɔnwene bata bibi ho mere.
Maybe one
ɔnyene bata brɛboɔ ho.
bravo.
The usika no between so one if it's I think it's about 75,000 or so. Now start to say omo teso.
It is so.
Say ha 6,000 munya that full benefit. More worry so I know so I'm say cost about 150,000 or so. Forgotten the exact figures, but that's about it.
Wow, Shram.
Good. That's it, Mr. Francis. Obi wa question bia obi bibi opese or they can be a task discussion bisa because you might not get a chance to ask anybody these questions again. It might cost you money, but here it's free in the comfort of your home and all that. So just get the clarifications. No one who say obi obe file tax na man or the brewa opese onya bebre nanso no later no the letter no brewa onko ana the bebro then you be aware of all these things, Yeah, say obi ani bia me one a bi am pese you clarify ha. Joint filing meaning some of three types of filing process near, I married couples na no person nya be brain, why say okay they file they na me file me there ana say obeka bom no ni me no dey na bia for say me nya be brain na dey na advisable say bia unya ba ma na bia in your opinion na moye more knowledgeable on this tax no then I'm for sanka be boy.
Personally, no more there. I think say more warrior is better for you to file jointly because some more no more special college. More filing separately, you can't take advantage of sika mutia more school fees. You can't take advantage of that.
Okay.
But it depends on the circumstances. So it will be very difficult, to pinpoint. But the generality, somewhere our reform there, filing jointly will be much better because the standard deduction alone is big enough for both of you than an individual.
Okay. Let me share this real quick before we go. It's about the question you just asked. So allow me to share my screen briefly. I have something to show you all. If I can do this. Okay. So about the current 2025 tax year, this is the summarized breakdown. Into standard deduction amount, is based on your filing status. Senior Uncle Kaino. If you're single and married filing separately, this year, the deduction is 15,750. And now we're head of household, so 23,625. Senior Minya kind of say married filing jointly, is the best filing status generally in most cases. However, there's a caveat to it. And it puts you, if both of you work so much, or more tax bracket is so higher, filing jointly can tend to be costly at that point. So cap be was so advisor maybe advisor will say edu baby no we be separate ways at that point if we person munya sika bebre. So but generally no, that is the best filing status if you are married, but you may decide how you want to proceed depending on how much money you have made as a couple. Now the age 65 and older and blind category, no, and also there is a married filing jointly amounts are Bainube and Mamu. So we are elderly 65 and older, and also if there's additional criteria to be met, you say maybe a blindness be a kahua, these are some figures for this tax season that we are working with. They just want to add that piece.
Okay, thank you. And you know, from what you said, you know, it's advice I would say be a mayor a nurse practitioner, be a Nesicano Quenim, and ya be 200,000 a year. Maybe aja, me jubu be maybe I mean, I'm be.
Okay.
Tony, let me say, ya lose kakra.
Tony, you know, freezy, but somewhat in can remember na kakra. Meno, from my experience of filing taxes, looking at the tax laws, even I am a tax assassin with graduate students. Young fans is Amanda near the idea to money. Sorry, me and you says our form original. Yenny a taxable and I any separate. Not knowing all the factors, not knowing everything. I would say munyemu. That is my first option. Now, I didn't think I make answer because married filing separately, from my point of view, and my experience and knowledge, is the worst filing status. But I also say, nya say intimate consider. Now, do na say moti na problem be anywhere. Kasi say mu ye boom. And na say mo pese mo ye show say sika say mu say the Tony kan bi a ma me sika dos me die sane because the enko ma mo nya nyan say sika say mo ntem ho aseko but ekoba sa na mo tem ho aseko ya mo farmer tax preparer na a little bit of work for us and the bi o ha be charge you a little bit more but present bi bia man na ono hwe some of us cry just looking at other factors no you bet me aka say moye bom a ebeboa na obi ane de ti a because remember we your warefo na motenko ade a we two choices other somebody joint marry filing joint marry filing separately now marry filing separately the man make can say the worst filing status ni say and say opanyini can say Mr. Francis can say me say we go school and say mo kura mo bi go school educational credit mo qualify some wo makra no madu college nso a omuko school ntimi deduct tax no me we be a friend and income credit eno yesika do so pro tax no pa ohwema no pa na ho na sika no ye de ni man charters credit 2200 but so we income wo fam a ye be a friend and income credit sika na mu edu even kura so wo nkura be miensa eno nko anu sika na betua ma go up to about 8,000 something na sa de no unqualified and no ma baby we are married filing separate ra emra no you free ibi bibi kura na nko deduct a yes wo che se fa untimi deduct this much wo fa ha we say enti na ma wo ti aware ma wo kwa your tax separately no wo tax bracket na percentage so otua na eso but having said that no the amount to maybe a bit yes any obi o wa amoti awarefo kwakuni kwame ne ama kwame sika bebre oma ama bini ama nso ye na bojo obi kro ye nyimo Walmart enti eduru wa me ma akoye Walmart ya tete me tax na me ateme obi kro awakwa akotwi truck ana wo sika wa ye 300,000 wa me antew sika ekura ma bi ani me no koye boma ka beba into the end me de me me 500 kra me de me de saa na kofofa no ma ne ba no nka wo hwɛ mu pa de a nka mo ye bomu a ɛyɛ na boa ana sɛ mo de adeɛ ni nyina kɔma mo taxpayers professional na obetimi aka ma with the concept ana the best route ɛbɛ boa mo betimi maximize mo refund.
Good. Yeah, that's it, Mr. Opon. Nyami shra. I'm running a call. Say saka 4 minutes. Minim say more than more bibia betu dwa, but obia obi obeka. Obia any hwea obeka. Bia any question bia about a participant and answer resource people no dey or mo bibia aba ewie no. Obia obi person kan ho bia na bibi sa.
I have one last question in the chat that was not answered. I just want to thank you all, first of all, before we end. This session has been very helpful to me. But there was one thing I think, Yemia, I'm not sure if it was Mr. Oponekaya, but Okase, you can claim the child up to 17, but 18 and above and they are dependent, no. To me, I clarify your honorable.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So me can say below 17 because na ye can you be a friend child tax credit ho asem na ye ka. Na tax no ho benefit no dawson. Ho fa so no dawson. Your child tax credit, your earned income credit, you get any bebre. But child tax credit 2,200. So no by December 31st. Na below 17 years ya. I will not qualify for child tax credit. But we come now can say when you're 17 that tax year na child tax credit no qualify. But then no nkyerɛ say bibi fufuro bi ni wo man. Your other benefit, your way be cry friend other dependent and you say $500 ho. Ubenya ye de no so to nkyɛn a ɛyɛ ɔba no nso a ɔne ne tenenti no. Wo de no to tax so a no be mo qualify as head of household. Instead of being single no, head of household nso no tax percentage no wɔ fam. And also correct, ebi kura so obey 19, 20 years or ko college ya. Ne college no betiment no, ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ bia saa below na me kan no atwa bibia ni hɔ bi. No ma bebree wɔ hɔ. But child tax credit no of 2,200 no deɛ. Wonya hit 17 years pɛ saa deɛ no aban na yi wafrim. Nti mfa so ɛwɔ nkora ho no ɛna aka ma.
Thank you.
Good.
Hi, Tony.
First, what you say?
I told me what question.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
And she said, can you get a child tax credit? Say, annual income no exceeds certain level.
Mr. Francis, so with me about.
Yeah, I said.
Oh yeah, I mean, sir, like you said, there are limits. I don't recall the threshold offhand right now, but BBM, like I said, who chap boa the abataboa who ani twa twana oh I wish I could recall the range, the income range, but so long as you are within that range there and the child is less than 17 years, you will get it. But even that, if you don't qualify, there are other options. There are other options. So when you meet with a professional, they will show you all the other options. So that because they will know your circumstance. For tax, it depends on your circumstance. So, unfortunately, I don't recall the range right now.
Yeah, I can help you with those numbers real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So also there's something called MAGI, and modified adjusted gross income, and now determining when you no longer qualify for the credit. It is a filing status. New year married filing jointly, and I will see can prove 400,000 won't qualify biome. If we are single, and we sika no ebro 200,000 won't qualify biom. Now we are head of household so sa 200,000 and also won't qualify biom.
But then also the
Married filing separate no so 200,000 if you're filing jointly, no, make sure say your jointly modified adjusted gross income no is not more than $400,000 between the two of you. If it's less than $400,000, yes, you qualify to get a deduction. Income child tax credit 2,200 now. You can want some no. Usabeka.
Thank you.
Oh, if you are married but you are filing separately, who health credit?
So if you are married but filing separately, no, individually you should not be more than 200,000 before either of you can get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be more than 200,000.
But one person has to claim the child credit, right? Not both of you.
That is if you are going with that filing status now, yes. Because the filing status will determine how much your standard deduction will come to be.
Okay.
Because number one, so you're starting filing tax now. The first question maybe we'll ask you is, what is your filing status? How do you want to file? Single, married filing jointly, married filing separately, and head of household. Because you have to get it right. You cannot lie about that. If you try and throw about and also I bet me how it will hurt you down the road. Until we always want to make sure we get that one right. But people try to screw that one too up, which is also not good. Which is also, it will just come back and hurt you. Until make sure you give the right filing status to your tax preparer. Once we get that right, it will affect how much standard deduction you get for that year and even subsequent years. No. So within a year, it will not affect you down the road. So of course, it's a BBR.
Yeah.
Okay. My member, quick few seconds. Madam, I'm say, who besides only one person can qualify for the child stay? Yes. Someone young momudia and nipa baako pay. And a bit me create a benefit on such child tax credit because they say more boom. Now the tax for baby, na papa and the for baby, now the crown or count tax one crown a bit about. Wouldn't mean shares are benefit no. As I say, Bamuya bomudia. And the benefit in the Bamunina a camel married a union as a package. Now, earlier question about child tax credit, income threshold, no, a minion boss and create true. But one thing is say $200,000 no can no, yeah, the peak. As a certain income now about 80,000 to 100,000 now it's starting slow down. What that means is that for every $1,000, be a should meet $50. Everything is anti by the time I'll be 200,000. Now you were free mukra on count on you.
Okay.
And because tax and ankasano. Tax no, no my antenna muacha no. Philosophy behind the tax and say they are designed to help technical, middle, and low income. And to income no quite any mupa, no my baby, until I have chroma cresca for baby no, ubona craba could pay the dinachi. They go besides and a musica baby being and wow, because no, chroma ni osika, our crass, our task can come waiting on casa. Just say yanoma, usika no femwa, na santin income ne de say cosra na kwakofa and send braba. And also in casa and sentiment, my man, yes, can so by no baby.
Okay.
Yo,
Okay, so
Tony.
Mama Teminti made a copy of the everything that you guys went through.
Yeah, be post to YouTube channel or your channel, but almost the information so be to join to be for pen and paper. No from numbers and any information. Yeah. Now, oh yeah, me wa me de be share me de be to join.
But
Tony.
Yeah, me video me de me nya for video but more de na ye crojin on to there. Am say obi wo question bi wo hanam say obi so frame to them part.
Yeah, Tony, Mr. Teo. I think we will do a big disservice to the audience if we do not address this before we leave.
Okay.
About the big, beautiful bill, no? Change back. As I say, you know, no? Let me quickly share this screen, please. Ms. Remwa, that way the panel experts can help you before we go.
Like lack of interest, negative thoughts, and hold me back.
So these are the 2025 tax year changes, no? First one, no, we talked about it already. No taxes on qualified tips and overtime. And a second one, no, elect to establish a Trump account for qualified children. And when I'm saying you can't have them, because this they don't understand it. Why Trump accounts? Even the mere fact of hearing Trump account is throwing people off.
Oh, that's right.
So what is it? What is Trump account? What is the purpose? Is it for Trump to use for his own gain, or what exactly is it? Tiawano, it says it's a savings and investment account for kids. It's a form of IRA, early investment account for kids. That is the purpose for it. So it's not for Trump's own gain, and not for the political agenda. There be Antisa. It is a new account. It wasn't there last year. It's a new account that they just added. Helping families, helping children to start saving early. It's an investment account for kids for life. The experts can add whatever they know to it for you.
Okay.
Okay. In brief, the name of can a friend federal seed money. Now the word seed in the burn because a year diaba. Nti your man panini say between 2005, the tax year 2005 and 2008 yeah. Now file tax at that time now automatically on maybe account be a akra. As a matter of fact, see I'm not counting minimum converse account on. But I think say based on information I'm on be deduced from your tax never filing. Until from 2005 to 2010, who are planning now file tax pay now ban the 1,000 United States dollars. A create account to be a master account. A investment account. Interest bit me about. But interest no so be yen tax in free. Na sika no beda wa makra na to so be 18 years. Say sika no some 1,000 or about time na wo ba no. Wo betime de 5,000 asan koka ho afi bia na chese 6,000. Tu so betime invest wo. Na chese hu interest na nyina da ba ni so mfa ne sanka. Ti akra no do 18 years. Now it's per se you di sika no de betime de ya say bi obetime de ya ko school college or koto fie ana no ma bi o malesti a akra no betime yi na ode akoye na chese ono so na akoye so ode sha abrabo ase enti in brief no sana nti yesra mo na ma ne ma na mo wa ni se opportunity na ba mo hwe na yan kikangum na
na yan seniors no dia na yebenya
Beautiful building.
Madam, Mama Master.
Here, pa.
Na Rakofi, I'm say.
Sorry, patron mo.
Ochase come. Okay. Kakra opeso kasana.
Patron me attorney.
Oh, okay, man. Koso.
Patron mo question back on. Head of household. Time Ben now bet me afare as a head of household. Do you have to have dependence on your taxes or what?
Dependence is very important. Without a dependent, you cannot file as a head of household.
Correct.
Okay, so if you are living with your children in the same house, but these children are already grown and working, can you still put them on there?
No.
But if you have a parent, that depends on you, whether the person is staying with you or not. you could still claim that as a dependent. Well, no, head of household. No, let me take that back.
Head of household.
Yeah, head of household, you have to have a dependent. I think the age limit is less than 19 years.
Oh, okay.
William Amram Kakra. Dependent there, obi your bar. Age requirement in him. Enti the me ba kire nyina ne se nipa no wadi 50 years so wadi efie bi a wadi ono tenko an se onye adwuma na wo hwe no a ubetimi de na to tax so am why head of household. Na emom no ye wo income threshold ontimi nyes adwuma kese bebre. As a matter of fact, nkura is about 4,000 something, but from experience tax calculation, it goes back to standard deduction. See, for instance, on Obati, now we're making more than be a 15,750 now. Cut off no, and no, they won't mean you won't mean 5 to tax.
Okay.
But name so onye adwuma se bi na adwuma na bi kura wanyini nso da so to nchen ko school ana se bibi kura si na bi a oni ahode na ahode aba fam na bi a as much as all your ba ne de sa na also awofo no se bibi ne na koduru ba bi se oba no hwe se de na opanyine ne kana ono so betimi de what on tax so na also what qualify as head of household until once will be related to you or your obusuani ono ti a wo hwe no nko ade
Okay.
But if you are retired, you are getting if you are retired and you are getting social security, nobody can claim you.
Not necessarily. It depends another income also a factor. Because yeah, can you do all social security? And so no grand as I heard a ban on it. And you know, obi so agi social security and sika wo fem pa nse obi wo kra ma before obi wo kra wa ma hantem to ameye adwuma kese obi nkra afi ni bedroom minimum social security amount na boso ya kofa 500 na ode ne baneti ne bane na ama ne baabi da ne bane de kwa appointment ne bane de na to insurance nti wo ba hwew na wo ba no spend more than half of awofo na ono ote no sika sama efa wabrabo hu nyina wo ba no bo more than half of that amount na obetimi to what tax so but unse wawofo no ense say usika sam no so ewo fem because e bi e kase bi kura oje retirement account bi sika sam bi cost na do so a na che so no ye independent na but the sika sam wawofo ni sika sam wo fem na oje social security now na we take all the finances are emrana ma ho kwan especially wa onya additional income activities e me koye adwuma ni sa no mano emrana betimi mo kwan ma sa order na to taxes.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Say emre ya be ka say 7:30 ben say komo na de bra kofi ya that's nyame nhira brat you and Mr. Pon mu nyina nyame nhira mo but there's one clarification yenko ba ku bisa question say after this year in 2025 there no Uncle Sam say file tax you yampa no person ya that clarification maintain some but bia wate obabi no bisa say this is the last time America here file taxes.
Oh.
Okay.
No, I don't think that is what it is.
Okay.
I'm
not too sure of the question.
Question we no may take question we so much say. Now, I said we will be any national no in there. When tieni biem. America air one tax on yin tremuda. There's one thing I meet me them about me says him a boaka. Ewa kukudromua me can set tax on yin tremuda.
Yin tremuda.
Yes, I didn't because American was built on taxes. And to see a kruma, you go to a good year, and ya beton, na ya hano, o koye jumabana, banning to be the ban, and here one thing. Another thing, so you move a break course and say, tax na yen. Brofum ye way be a friend, social engineering. Na kase social engineering and so the normal be gugu akwan mama nipa behave in a certain way. Once a cousin come where you didn't yet to cover child tax credit because you are being a scam who goes square. A buy no use tax system no any regulate your behavior without we know it. So for instance, say American Trump person talk a car in Ukrumham. Was say you got car na American car interest no be say. Saban no pesi ya wo nti dodo no say bia ne say from the next 3 years so wo be say wo file tax aban no me ye occupation so aban no to me hu every zip code income for wo aba enti for information for social regulation factors in the doors bebre ye mu bia atena ha che no beka ye Obama ba ye economy ni ye basa na efie na nkrofo yusu omu fie ombe so beto fie no Obama say hey nya kodro kotofie a me ma 7,500 fa shobutum e ma nipa bebre be beto fie se eti kroma aba ne pese ya wododo a charters credit omu be boost no enti dia mpese mamu eni a ye na eti man ni mu dia ye free se akofale tax enyiska baba no wa dwen kese bi e wo tax no ho a Trump no ntimi fa one day e ma me shate system ni down because the whole system is built around the SAR system to regulate our behavior, how we act, how we think, how we go. Because if the government want to discourage us from certain things, he will bring the tax into the situation. If he want to encourage us, he will introduce more benefits. And that's how we being managed in this country. The tax in India,
Good. Yeah, that's it. Brakofi. But there was one thing about Trump account on the beautiful bill. No, say I'll say Obama akwara could be 1,000 watt account. Obeti free child tax credit 2,200 and I say different thousand or the Bema na the visa account. No.
Debbie. I know they are buying on the Discanema. I know.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm say obi bibi mu a opese de ka because me say resource for normal program bibria me say ye dem ka kosi 7:30 kra but at least omatimi aboa yen ama adwempa omo community no mo answer kwem so mo wada meetings on be login in no my enti no say obi o final question bi a no obi ni hwe a na yen start free obi bibi kan.
Yeah, I have a quick question. I raised my hand for some time now, but I don't know.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Clarification that Trump tax, did you say from 2005 or 2025?
Yeah, it's going to be from 2025 to 2028.
Okay, all right.
At least for the initial rollout.
4,000. Okay, thank you. That question is, if you used to file tax as head of house and you are getting married,
your phone is breaking.
Has not worked for over 7 months. Are you able to file tax as head of household?
So it appears, if we understand your question, you were breaking though, that if you were filing as head of household and your partner has not worked for about 7 months within the tax year, can you still file as head of household? Is that a question?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, your filing status does not depend on who worked or who doesn't work, but on dependents as well. Who was a dependent? Do you have children?
Where we've seen some signs of inflation.
Yes, I have children.
Okay. So if you have children, then even at work,
I actually agree with. I think that's one of the reasons overseas investors in particular have been worried about the U.S., worried about the dollar.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I was speaking on mute. Yeah, sorry about that. So
a lot of people think that once
I was clarifying the question you asked, that you were filing as head of household initially, and then your husband did not work for 7 months.
Yes.
And your question is, can you still file as head of household, correct?
Yeah, even though I'm married now.
Even though you are married now. Okay, so previously, were you not married?
No.
Okay, you were single.
Yes.
Okay, but you were filing as head of household.
Correct.
And now you are married. So your question is, can you continue to file as head of household?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, so that is going to be up to you. We will not decide for you what to do. Yes, right now you are married, so married people are expected to file jointly, which is the best filing status as we established. However, some married people also choose to file as what? Head of households by virtue of the fact that they have dependents. You must have a dependent in order to be able to file as head of household at any time. Without dependents, you cannot file as head of household. So that is one of the basic criteria for head of household filing status. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, that helps.
So,
okay.
Madam.
Yes, sir.
Once you're legally married, you cannot file head of household. We need that option. Only option I want to say, just a team. You are not living together anymore. You live in a separate residency, and your spouse doesn't support you, doesn't have any help, no child support, nothing, and whatever reason, you're only person managing your own world. At that will give you the option to file head of. But once you are legally married, and when I say legally married, the year I worry, until so worry 2024. 2024 tax year, as I said, we either join and I'm married filing separately. So all the bear man one household in Kwandia, tax and marano mount. Yes, of course, and profit to me a year head of household. No. But a bino any horse be okay. Oh, sabi meaning I'm counting me share certificate. No. They technically the other best some of this information is trusted because American tax system here where if friend is self-reporting, some of the things we report and the government trust unless something happen. But embremu there's only bear manity and tax embrano in America. So only bear manity, what are suit if ye back more ma na bear man support and now on support whatever the case. Once you're legally married in it there, and Marano force you to do joint or marriage and you cannot do head of household.
Okay.
In addition, I mean, if you are married and you say your husband is not working, it doesn't hurt. You gain if you file as married filing jointly.
Correct.
You gain a lot.
Yeah, you gain a lot. Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
I lost the third person. I heard it doesn't hurt. That's the only thing I heard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm saying that if your husband is not working and you are married, if you file your status is married filing jointly, you gain a lot instead of as filing for head of household. You gain much more. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Good. Thanks. We run up. We have 6 minutes at least. 8 o'clock will be fine. It will be fair for our resource people. And I think Emmanuel Kabute, you raise your hands. Do you still have something to say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well,
okay.
Mr. Tony, thank you so much. My first time, I was invited by Mr. Theodore, and so I just want to acknowledge him and also to say, sir, I heard, sir, one of the Mamifonica said, what benefit do they also get as the seniors when it comes to the Trump account? So there has been something that has been in the system since 1913, similar, or I would say that just like what Trump account is going to be about, which I believe that Mr. Teddy knows more about. And so I will not just take too much time, but if it is okay, I may send him a number, the amount, and I say Mr. Teddy Bema my number, and then we can help the elderly as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Iman. Yeah, why in a simple short. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'll be team there Sunday, and then that's how we learn. Then we help one another. Yeah. So thank you so much. And lastly, minim say aka by 5 minutes. Ubia obi o person man so been so raising and Sunday. Okay. Daniel, Daniel Kumla. Okay. Yeah, thank you too. You are welcome. And Fanny said, every year BS of file tax and ABR we started you chair ABR November, December, you be transfer last year and this year, no. But one is W2 the Juman the bebro. S of file and I want file here on Yana.
Well, technically, you have 3 years to file.
Okay.
But the earlier you do it, the better you are free. You know, what the 2 or 3 workers at 3 years, we want to refi, no one file. So it will be better for you to. So obrokunam, what will show me what? You do it early, and then you wash your hands, and you are free instead of saying you're going to wait till the end of the 3rd year.
Hey, okay. Good.
Okay,
Thank you.
More quick. And probably be more going to be say, oh, maybe and say a file tax or file tax. I ain't your shame. Now, so there's 2 things. As from my experience and all the academics behind taxation, me who written specific group here say one file tax everybody show. But then problem back on so technically the other one become way too. Problem back on is say not filing taxes means you're not paying taxes. And you know, and I won't pay taxes, and that means you're invading taxes. And when you invade taxes, guess what? A crime. So for instance, say we are juma until ye tax boom, na ko bi kura beka say na me kura ma ye juma ya tete tax na free paycheck him. Ada na msan kofa. Because say we are juma me ansa, e be higher 20,000, higher 20,000, higher 20,000. Each job location be an year to 10%. But then 3 jobs no be kan boom na ko ye 60,000. To an average what you are 10%. Ba we ye boom no. Guess what? E be our tax percentage ye 20%. It now there's a gap to catch up. Say the idea amount now also won't file. What you are technically doing is you're not paying taxes. And you know, so later no backside you know be see now buy no crowd back. There's this a movie actor was in a sniper say this black guy. Also say no place with the taxes on file. Embrane che no e ma bi no akụkọ jail na de ya na amado do na omo yes a ofem no sometime no IRS no nya information kura bi a wo income na ne no ma na nso kese se ya ba be di wachi de ukukọ be ya sika be nya firi nya nti sometimes they can let right or find a way but anu kra ya de no so to nchen ya say krom ham nsem de ka say tax na build in a social way bia to manage our world say kroma Mr. Tony, a chance to Kotofia. First, after some say Moji Gan, apart from so books are the Tony. What is the next thing you will be sell? Or task office no way.
Task copy, yeah.
2, they say a be our Iraka Ghana, also Kofanaba. Would it 2 more in anybody the last time Kofa task copy bra? Was banner grew 18 years or so or college. Task anti tax and also no ya no money say. So say won't file a the system is designed in a way so soon you run into a situation because technically you're not filing taxes, you're contributing to the tax system. And you're not filing the MSRO. You free wabrabo, the ATB for cautious so pay any animal be no more. No, you share all the deductions and say we scaba who and you go so be at change yet. Well, a matter of time.
Good. Yeah, that's it, Mr. Ponya. I mean, sure. I'm saying now all the kind of o contact number to you and they say obi peso here one no final in short just 2 minutes na yanko once already yes na Mr. Tio also no so prepare a final speech na o contact info na Mr. Pon Francis na Mr. Francis now so there o dey 20 no brako fifa call
yo that's it said I make kind of me kofi atopon me taxes consultation starting new business bibia here and the world is about area of expertise. Said ya semunya bama ni abe color ya hono. O yare hospital sana or tax asama. Yemi and sign or a bit me aboa. me san so tete nkrofo or tax nimdie mu a person join tax business no and am from ade ba ko me hu no enu and say she almost start business a oh mko ya makoye EIN makoye LLC but miss down bibia ambrade da ho krom ha no a normal look sample as you're setting it up by behind it is governed by rules. Some person starting business yes obe hu ye mu bi na wa start a creative business na ma no atu fo no wa kyerɛkyerɛw kwan sifa so sisiesie ye normal hyehyɛ normal say de duru ha ohun ankɔkyerɛw now ade ba ko a yansɛ mmerɛ ohun a metra abɔ no tofa ne sɛ empre bebre nso ebi ho a ye mu bi no ho a na akonya letter bi from IRS so ade e kɔfa aba no sɛ ahoboa a yɛboaboa ho ansa na yɛyɛ tax no ɛhɔ ne yɛhɔ ne amane hu mesrɛ tax time no duru a ɛnyɛ mmirikatuo nya abotrɛ twɛn ma ɔnoma no nyinaa mmara because ebi koraa na adwuma bi wɔ hɔ a agency bi frɛ wo ɛna ɔmo do kɔ orientation just 3 days anaa 1 week ebi koraa a ɔmo kɔ January hɔ wa a wokɔ ɛkora adwuma ɛkɔkyerɛ adwuma no ntumi yɛ wa ɔmo frɛ wo amfafo saa W2 no ɔda hɔ twɛn but then I'm say we are adwuma wo tutu mrika kɔ faale yɛ no ɛkyerɛ no bɛba IRS no millions of Americans file their taxes, estimated about 200 million. IRS doesn't have all the manpower to go through all that taxes, hence computers. And it's all by a tax and yamo tre ma no money in amra. And case already a here, already and kahun, mesrel, you don't lose anything. So sending in our buano, Fabre Mr. Francis, Fabre Mr. Tio, Fabre Mr. Pon, on national me and anon case, wedi and kahun, we kahun, man for wild no nim dear, and go ye and free. Because what tax no, say bibia or the baby, the kahun. Say super paper on the back side of IRS no we go submit and so papa match the pepe in taxation your friend accurate tax returns e basa e bi kura na u tax no bi anhwe mu da na computer ni new na emom no se se nkoye adwuma ba bi miensa na unya adobu ntu mienu ana watutu mirika na ade akofale ukofale afi ade be kena aba o mem e bi okra na online na afi no IRS nsaka one system no will bring you out for audit now no nka ade bi kura na eja wo de ade bi ko share baby ma no ma bi koyi sese no agent no ko mu no akon say eh na wo toni na we de efiri he na afi ya ba be busa akwhye busa na kofa nsem aba nti mesrawo tax no duru a 70% of audit ni nyina ye su di eba na kofa ba start from you nya abotre ma no ma ni nyina ma your normal bi okra even at my level no bi okra tim koya ade bi ukra ade bi e wonim say tax related o afi wo wa be hu ana bibia ba na we de efiri he because yemu bi be kaya ebere bi atwam kra na healthcare kra nkan ye tax ho and so they say no Obama buy no the healthcare be come bibi kra na congress a pass law bi na ye nim say ye tax related ye ni congress ye politician and so no tax time no dura so wo simple lifestyle nko a obaba ko bi we sure say ye adwuma koye ba to you obi a ono ma na do so eduru wa nya abotre kakra na ma ono ma nyina no mo before crowd be kwa koma Mr. Tio Mr. Francis Anamen transibu sa ho say last year adwuma dodo say na me ye fa na me kai e de na mkoye fa wani toto making sure say bibia no aboa ansana wo de akoye tax na futo kakra ndo be wa no.
Good. Yeah, that's Mr. Pona. What for our office and to job address?
Oh, my office number here 508-762-9564. Paradise Tax. Let me say, meaning so the two online out of the two, and I think correct the platform.
Good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Mr. Tio.
Yo, Mr. Tony, Damasi for whom I can say and benefited from each other. In your audience, very good questions asked. The more questions you ask, the more it benefits everybody, including us. We do not know it all. We all are helping each other, and there's always room for improvement and learning in this country. The tax code is very huge, and as Brakofi said, please, during tax season, do not rush your tax preparer. The money is going nowhere. America has enough money for everybody to share, and there will still be more. The money is going nowhere. Why do we push our tax preparers to hurry up and do my tax for me? Why? You are cheating yourself. If you push your tax preparer, one, they can either make mistakes, or two, ignore certain relevant information that they should have added to your tax documents or tax information or preparation, and you may lose out on it. So take your time. Brakovi said, "Nyabotare." It's right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'm now learning cheese, so forgive me. Let's be patient with the process. It's even more beneficial for you if your tax preparer takes time to prepare your taxes than rushing through it. That's one caution I will put out there. And please know what is being put in your tax preparation. This morning, somebody called me from Minnesota so that I can do his taxes for him. Why? Last year, somebody put over 200,000 of deduction into his taxes that he has no idea, sir. Let me say, Aden, how can somebody put 200,000 of deduction into your tax and you are just now finding out? Which is Kano, he made money for you, charge you a certain percentage, and then he's gone. And now you are here crying to me to fix it. So how am I going to fix that? So we make things complicated for ourselves. But please know what is being put into your tax returns. Do not fall for what? The instant gratification. No? IRS will just make you have sleepless nights. Please. American greed is there, but we want to be careful. That will be just one piece of caution I'll throw out there.
Thank you, Mr. Teo. And your contact information will be our Jumano office address and a number.
Oh, me number new 571-577-2656. Genity Tax Services. Your Mansfield higher or Dallas Metroplex higher, and I'll put it in the chat as well.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Francis.
I'm saying, they've said everything. Like Mr. Chu said, there are rules. That is why we can file an extension for you 6 months. So let's take advantage of all those processes. So we are not caught pants down. Everybody has enough, so I don't want to add anything again. My name is Francis Lyson, and Olotimakon is my business. Phone number is 325-320-7530. And I live in Faith. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, nobleman. Anna, yede ene jumade ni bisi. Nyame nhira obi bia de di kan de na se be menyankom se wa man sa pepai na eda we ato yan yetimi aye sa discussion we. Asede bi uko ema ye resource persons Mr. Teo, Mr. Opon, Mr. Francis. Nyame nhira mu nyina se manya momre enwumre ba de sanka mo ne mo yere ne mo family mo YouTube name, but at least when I'm ready because of the community yeah the money I mean sure na the money be enkoso and as that hope you Emma participant ba so nyina bisa questions na and Mr. Chumes especially more dear no Mr. Chumes ne your more dear no you be taking a personal especially nyina and is so you be drew then you very tired drew you those questions na e dey creepy ho ansa na yedro anya sa yaso be ye shintin nyame nhira mu nyina se mo baaye aye Okyeman association no wo community na ni association bia pe association bi na join ye wo be bre wa ha oni hwe kra we ye Okyeman fo na de we say bre wo ntino nyame nhira mo yeda mo asese mu nyina mo baaye emrepem na as time goes on no education bi e ba ye be forum we na mo so mo de madwe nkyira ba na ya hya ma mu nyina cause e hyewa no e na hye ya no saa na yefre no onuado te wo community na person kwa na anya sika bre na be so bi anya sika ho no beba ohun ba se obi anya bia na obi asum adwene ntino ya kra mu nyina mu
Tony nyamishra pa wa
nyamishra mu nyina yo ntino
bye papa ko fini brothers nyamishra
yeah
Tony, for number no to chat no my Tony.
Pastor yo, me de beto sisi na open information bia discussion bia any education staff bia pese o kan bia na for the community no. Yeah. Me yeah, obetimi arich me na ya one-on-one discussion and they betimi atikita and dwell into so many things we just one another to just everybody know to avoid say makoha esa they be questions never makoha or man you say makoha but inya one person I won't say wakusko